It's not a secret that it's almost impossible to become a successful actor without any real effort, and no one knows that better than the famous actor who played Star-Lord, Chris Pratt. No one even knew who he was in the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix in the lead role until he got his breakthrough role as Peter Quill in Guardians of the Galaxy and Owen Grady from Jurassic World. The sacrifices he made for these roles are truly touching. So, your boy Mikey Mike here is here to talk about one of the coolest and funniest guys in Hollywood. So let's get ready for this amazing journey. Once upon a time, to be precise, on June 21st of 1979 in Minnesota, a boy was born who had to work very hard for 15 years to achieve success. This guy actually had all the respect in the world from me, and you'll get to know what I mean when you hear the story of Chris Pratt's career. His journey started in poverty and 5 years of playing mainly small roles in television series. He had no luck with big roles because, according to him, he was too ordinary. And back then, no one would have guessed that he would have become one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Come on, Chris. Ordinary? I don't think so. Fortunately, not everything in Pratt's life was so disastrous as his career. On the set of one of the TV series in 2007, he met the actress Anna Faris. Being more successful than Chris at the time, Anna kinda promoted him a bit. They got married in 2009 and had a peaceful life in Los Angeles, and 3 years later, their son, Jack Pratt, was born. With that came another challenge for the actor, as he became an everyday visitor in his church, praying for the premature boy's life. His prayers were heard, and his son is doing just fine now. Thank goodness for him and his family. In 2009, Pratt also got a role in the series Parks and Recreation. I'd say that it was a bit controversial because it brought him some fame in the industry, but Chris became trapped in this image of a funny, chubby guy. But as a real hero he is, the actor couldn't leave it like that, and he decided to change. And in 2011, he played in the film Moneyball, even though he was initially rejected because he was considered too fat to play a baseball player. Damn, bro, I feel the pain. I really do. Some of us would just stay at home, stress out more, and eat more if this happened to us. But Chris's desire to get the role was so great that he changed his diet and started working out. He even lost around 30 pounds. That's what I call motivation. The whole time the guy was checking if his dream role was still available. And when he achieved his aim, he sent a photo of his body to the director of the film and he got the role. Have you ever been so passionate about a project like this guy has? I couldn't believe any of this until I saw it myself. Shortly after the film's premiere, Chris put on weight again to play the film 10 Years, just to lose it again for the role of a Navy soldier in Zero Dark 30. Wait a minute, it kinda reminds me of someone, Christian Bale? And don't tell me these two are not one of the most passionate actors in Hollywood. Mainly thanks to those amazing transformations, the actor got famous as a very hardworking and committed actor. Thanks to this, Marvel offered Chris the role of Peter Quill in Guardians of the Galaxy series, but it seems like he still had a bit of a belly and he was told to work on it before filming. Yeah, Marvel has pretty strict standards when it comes to superheroes. You know how easily rumors start in showbiz. Well, for Chris, it was yet another challenge. The allegations about him cheating on his wife with co-star of Passengers Jennifer Lawrence ruined his marriage. After the premiere in 2016, the stars refused to comment on the affair rumors, but a few months later, they both denied them and Chris swore he would never cheat on his wife. But Chris still divorced with Anna Faris in 2018. I would call it a very good example of a mature split in Hollywood. They continue to raise their son, staying good friends. The media suggested that divorce was caused by Chris's fame. His wife never played in such huge productions as Chris, and because they both always wanted to be the center of attention, the couple had a lot of quarrels. But I actually admire his attitude toward the situation. The actor claims that he still loves and respects his ex-wife, and that he would never allow his son to be raised without a father. Good on you, bro. But of course, the media won't allow any celebrity to have a happy life. I mean, come on. And they would begin to destroy Chris's image as a cool guy. Some magazines even made up interviews with some supposed neighbors or friends of the actor who were trashing him. But he didn't allow that to ruin his success, and he stood up for himself, confirming that the articles were fake. That is why Pratt is still very warmly loved by his fans. To sum it all up, an actor who was once homeless and lived in a van working as a waiter in a restaurant in Hawaii, in the course of 20 years, he made quite a fortune of $40 million, plus his home in Los Angeles. Though the divorce cost him half of his money and now Chris's earnings are about $19 million a year. But he kept the house, and I actually sincerely hope that his talent will let him earn even more in the nearest future. The guy is pure talent. Being a kind and funny sweetheart, the actor couldn't stay single for long. Along with the breakthrough in his career, the other aspect of his life demanded changes, and another success came from the stunning oldest daughter of Arnold Schwarzenegger, Catherine. Very soon we found out that their love for one another grew into something more than just dating. Chris, being loyal to the tradition, he first decided to ask her father for permission to marry Catherine. Arnold gave his blessings without hesitation because, as he says, Chris is a wonderful person. So if he approved Chris as a lifelong partner of his precious daughter, we can be sure that he's a good guy too. What do you think about this long path that Chris Pratt had to his success? Do you think his relationship with Arnold's daughter will last long? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Curious Tips to become a privileged member of this community. See ya!